Hi, I'm Sean. Welcome to another On the Road video, brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Okay, we're on a Hotpoint range. We're here today to install the SmartBurners. And what the SmartBurners are advertised as a better heating surface than the conventional coil burner, and they're safer and won't catch fire as often as the conventional coil style. Stop! Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for the proper voltage. Okay, in order to do this repair, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the old burners out, since the new burners actually replace them. So on this particular style, we'll just grab them and pull them out. And then I'll set them down here, and what I do, they just slide straight out. And then now that they're out, I'll just collect them. We'll hang on to them for later use. Maybe one of these burners go bad and you're in a pinch, you could use these as a replacement. Okay, here we have both of our large burners. This is the old conventional coil style, and this is the new SmartBurner with that flat style burner on it. It's much like a very old style burner. They used to be the smooth top. So this is the difference here. We have the different, we'll call them trim rings, that go under the new burner. The one that comes on the burner, and you can see it's a little bit taller than the spares. And there's one for each burner in the kit. And what we would do is, depending on your style of drip pan, is where you would have to replace this. So we have our large burner here. We're going to go ahead and flip it off. We're going to just show you how to remove the ring. On here, the ring, it's basically the exact same. You have a cutout here and another cutout right underneath where the burner terminals are. So in order to pull it out, you just pull up on it and then it will come off. So we have our ring here, just an easier way to see the difference and what it looks like. This is the bottom side, the flat side here. And you see there's a cutout here and a cutout here. And the only other thing to note, you have these little compression pieces. One here, a tab here, and a tab here. And that's what, as you push it onto the burner, that's what holds it in place. So we have our drip pan here, and I took the rings off just to make it easier to see how the different rings fit for different drip pans. So this is the smaller, the shorter trim ring, and if we go to put that in that drip pan, it's too wide. It doesn't sit down in the recessed area there. It sits on top. So then the burner would not plug into the receptacle properly. So that's the alternate style. This is what came on our burners. And when we put this on here, it sits down in that recessed opening. So by doing this, we can be sure that we have the right style of trim ring to go on our burner, so that way everything fits properly. Okay, so we have our trim ring. We're going to reattach it. This is the actual one that came on the burner, so we're just going to put it back on. And the only thing that we want to be careful of is that cutout goes underneath and is centered with these terminals on the burner. So we'll set it in place, and it doesn't have to be exact, but you're just going to kind of eyeball it, and then we just push down to lock it in place. Just like that. Now we can install our burner. Okay, so I have my first burner. I just randomly picked to start with one of the rear burners. So we're gonna make sure that our receptacle is coming through the opening in that drip pan. We're gonna take our burner and we're just gonna slide it in to the receptacle the same way you would any conventional burner. And just like that. So we'll go ahead and proceed on and do it onto the next one. We're going to go ahead and install our other rear small burner. To ease the installation on this one, I'm going to lift it up. And what I'm doing is I'm going to reach underneath it and grab the receptacle. You kind of see where my finger is. And that's just going to help me guide the terminal in for the burners. So I'll go ahead and All right, and that one's in, nice and flat like that. We're going to go ahead and proceed on to the next small burner. We'll go ahead and try to install it the same way as the previous two. And like the last one, it's a little, get the clearance. So we're going to grab the receptacle from underneath. And that one's in there, nice and secure. And now we have our large burner. Works the exact same way as all the others. So we'll go ahead and insert it into the receptacle. All right, all of them are in there nice and flush. We'll reconnect the power, which we've already done, and then we're going to check each burner to make sure they work, and then the repair will be complete. So we'll go ahead and turn them on. We don't need to let them get real hot, we just need to feel some heat. May take a few seconds. I can feel this one's getting warm. Getting warm. All right, everything's starting to heat. We'll go ahead and turn it off. We'll use caution because the burners are slightly warm, so we don't set anything on it or touch it and injure ourselves. Thank you for watching another quality video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.